Jeff and Lex.
And we back at it again. Hey!
Monday nights.
And we back at it again. Hey!
Tell
Our
your friends
that
that
we back at it again. Hey!
What it do, y'all? We back. Y'all already know what it is. It's Love and Hip Hop Review. I'm your girl Lex DMUA. This is my boy
Jeffrey Taylor from JeffreyShowLive.
And this is episode 16. Title.
You know, when I was watching the episode, I saw the title, but I know I don't remember it now.
I really don't. And
Yeah.
I watched the title and I said, I told myself I was going to remember it, and I did, but then I lost it, y'all. I'm sorry. It'll be in the box down there. Y'all see it. But anywho, this was kind of a short episode. How'd you feel about this episode?
I mean, I feel like you kind of persuaded me not to like it, but I guess it still wasn't good.
I cannot persuade
You know how somebody
that I
tell
like
y'all
it.
the club isn't jumping when you get here, the song
I did
ain't
not
that
say
good.
that. I didn't even say all that.
What you said about the
You
episode?
asked me. I said, I'm gonna let you see it for yourself.
That's all it needs to do. Whenever a girl say, what is that?
I mean, there, see it for yourself. I ain't saying it bad. I ain't saying it was good.
I felt like
just
he
said
did say he wasn't that good.
I did not say all that. He put in context there that wasn't there.
So what did you think of the...
Just like a Negro. Don't listen.
What did you think
Make
of
up
the
your own
episode?
stuff. Like we said in this episode, that's what y'all do.
Who you referring to?
People that make up their own stuff.
Who did that?
Cena.
Yo, I watched the first 5 minutes of the next episode. Did you watch that too?
I ain't watched
When
for
he
5 minutes. I ain't see all that.
Oh my god! Because I was watching it on VH1.com and they give you the first 5 minutes. That scene gonna be funny next week.
I had to watch mine the cheapo way. I had to watch it on YouTube, so I ain't get all that. But anyway.
Okay, YouTube.
Hey, I'm just saying, y'all gonna be up there because baby, I don't have cable. Just saying, why do I need it? Streaming services.
Yeah, nobody don't got cable no more, do they?
I mean, I don't know. Some people I do. I can't afford it. Once I get me a man that can help me afford it, then all right, we talk.
I don't need cable though.
I really don't. That don't seem unnecessary to be honest. But anyway, on to the episode.
Where do we start?
Whew, so much, I guess.
Is it?
Not really. We started the episode on fire, literally. Because the shop was on fire.
Oh yeah, I was about to say what happened. Do you think that people be doing arsenal to get the insurance money? Do you? No, seriously. That's the first thing that went through my head.
On the internet saying that they think Sharonda started that fire.
I didn't read the comments, but I can believe it.
I don't know if she started for real, but she didn't really seem remorseful about it. It kind of almost felt to me like it was one of those things that she saw and she let slide to teach him a lesson. I don't know, because what happened was apparently one of the stations caught on fire, almost caught the whole place on fire, but the fire department came and stopped it. But Sharonda and Jock and Kendra all show up at the shop, and Sharonda's explaining to Jock and Kendra, like, she was like, oh, I got, the cops called me, or the security company called me, and they called the cops, but I got there before the police, and I came in, this was on fire, and I got the fire extinguisher, and then she started laughing, talking about something, I didn't know how to work it. First of all, man, why are you laughing? This is your business. Why are you laughing? Like, what a man named
You know how some people make fun of the storms, like through the pain, they laugh through the pain and everything. That's a saying, isn't it? Like, yeah.
Right, but you laugh after the fact. Like, she was laughing like, I could figure out how to work it out. Like, oh my God, like, I'm so, like.
You hiding it.
I was like, that's not funny, girl. Like Kendall said, I was like, girl, what? That ain't funny. I was like, and first of all, ma'am, it has instructions on the fire extinguisher.
When you in the heat of the moment.
Yes, you use your common sense and you read and you use the fire extinguisher. Girl, tell you to pull the little thing off, take the hose out, push the thing down, and it's sweet. Like it's not rocket science. But Kendra started landing on her and was like, well, this is your fault.
You your place, Kendra, in my...
Okay, go continue.
I'm just saying she needs to lay in her place. Like, John, it's the owner, not her. Like...
Okay, I see where you coming from. Low key, it was not Kendra's place to speak, but sis was all the way right. Like,
John should have been saying that.
But Kendra was right. Like, girl, like, you the manager show, we trying to blame her just on this is the. So Sharonda was trying to put it on Jock, talking about it's your fault because you hired this person. How that work?
Which person he hired? Did he hire one of them from the...
Girl, if he hired a girl with no mental teeth
and she caught it on fire.
Girl, I don't know. Because they said, first of all, whoever did it is a dummy. First of all, everybody know you supposed to put no hot iron, even if it was turned off. You don't need to wrap it in no towel. What you wrapping in a towel for? The dummy? You only do that once it done cooled off a little bit, and then you put it on the towel. If you need to do that, but most of the time you just wrap it up and you just stick it somewhere where it has like a thermal protector or something on it or with it. That was stupid. First of all, I blame Sharonda because, girl, you're the manager. You're supposed to check the salon once it's closed. You are the person that's supposed to go behind. That's why you're called a manager, and that's why that person is an employee. That's not their job. Like, yes, she should have left it on, but you was a manager before closing up for the night. You were supposed to check the business, your business, before you leave. You make sure everything is turned off. You make sure everything is unplugged. You make sure everything needs to be where it needs to be to continue to open for top of day the next morning. So, sis, where was your management at? Because you say nobody working there, so who else was going to be closing but you? I'm lost. So I don't think Kendra was right to say that, but she was right in what she said. She just shouldn't be the person saying it. Jock should have been telling that to her. And instead of Sharonda trying to put all the blame on Jock, and Jock just sitting there looking like all confused and dumb and stuff. But I guess Kendra feel like, you know, that's her man, so she feel like she could speak.
Just their luck.
I guess. I just was like, child, this is too much for me. But low key, like I said, I kind of felt like Sharonda, one of the things, I feel like she saw it before she left the salon. I feel like she looked at it and was like, I'm going to teach Jock a lesson and I'm going to leave it there. Now, I ain't going to say the girl set it up herself, but I do feel like maybe she had a part in it. But who knows? Who knows? But luckily, Shalon Echelance, whatever the name of that place is, it got a stupid name to me, but whatever. Hopefully, luckily it is still on its feet.
Yeah, so. By the next episode, it looks back to top condition when Jock is talking to everybody. He's talking to them in the shop, so it looks good. It looks
so,
good.
they get it right.
They good.
So, I guess since we're still on Jock and Kendra, let's just continue on with this storyline, because this is when it got messy. So, then we got Kendra meeting up with the baby mamas at someplace in Beaufort. I'm like, dog,
it was
far away from
funny because that's all the way in Gwinnett.
Right, Beaufort.
Yeah, I don't go up there. Well, actually, I do. It was very rare when I had a gig up there. But nevertheless, one thing that Kendra said that stood out was that all the baby mamas get along. It was only two of them. Like,
she
what?
said she get along with all the baby mamas. Now, maybe all the baby mamas don't get along with each other. But I think that's what the issue is.
That's what you said. Like, I'm glad that all Jock baby mamas get along, and I try and hang out with them.
First of all, ma'am, you should be hanging out with nobody's eggs. Like,
these baby mamas, though. I can see she's hanging out with Carly.
But she was hanging out with Carly. I mean, they not one-on-one. They was in a group, but still.
But these two are one-on-ones.
That's true. That's one-on-one. But I just feel like, I feel like if you can be with the baby mamas, but it needs to be you and Jock hanging out with the baby mamas. Like, I don't, if that was me, especially if we not married, like, I would feel more comfortable being there with him. And it's like us spending family time with the kids instead of just me with the exes. Like, it just, those lines get tricky.
It was just kind of like she was saying that they hung out. And this is my first time seeing them hang out this season. So it was
they've been together for 5 years, so but they hang out all the time.
Sienna or whatever her name is. Sienna, she was kind of like Jock in 5 years.
Sienna is a hater.
But she was giving the truth, wasn't she?
But that was being messy because that wasn't her.
How do you give it to somebody like that?
Because why does she have to be the one to give it to? Like, my thing was seeing it low key seemed like Cena still wants Jock, like always, because it was like how she delivered it. Like, she was like, "Oh, like, well, I gotta tell you something," and they say Jock be at the salon talking to talking to the girl and and maybe was smashing Shonda. And like she twisted stuff that didn't happen. Like she really filled in the blanks because Carly really didn't tell her that much at the place. That's what I'm saying. It was messy, like, because she really had nothing to go off of. Carly specifically said, I heard about situations that be going on in the shop. And they said that Jock might be doing some stuff with girls. That's what Carly said. She turned and said he be effing with these girls and flirting with these girls and flirting with you. Like, Carly didn't say all that. Sienna made all that up. That's what I'm saying. That's messy. Or if Sienna wasn't, like, that's not her business to deliver that news. Why did she have to even tell Kendra that? That's not her business. Like, if she wanted to let her know something, like, you be like, well, you know what? I heard some things from Carly, so maybe you should go talk to Carly. That's what she should have did. Mm-hmm. Or, because that was just messy, and it makes it seem like she still wants Jock. Because as soon as she tells Kendra this information, Jock comes to pick Kendra up, and Kendra is hot and mad. She's like, I'm tired of hearing about you and these girls, and these people talking about something. You finna make me look like boo the fool. And Kendra like, I'm done. I'm out. So Jock going outside, try to check Sienna. He like, well, who are you to be telling, like, who are you to be telling Kendra anything? And she's like, oh, well, you be saying, you be all in my business and doing stuff with me. You don't like how I feel on the other foot, huh? So it kind of seems like she did that on purpose just to mess them up. That's what I'm saying. Sienna look like she bitter and a hater. Like, she still want to be with Jock. Talking about some, Jock doesn't deserve what Kendra has to offer. Like, I like Kendra, but I don't think, basically saying that Jock not good enough for her. Like, who is you to say that about your baby daddy? That's stupid. Like, why are you saying that? Like, he was good enough for you to lay down and have some pop out some kids about what the issue with him and Kendra. Like, you should have no issue or problem with this man got to say outside these kids. So yeah, that's situation with that baby mama situation. So we already on topic of people co-parenting. Let's go on to the next co-parenting situation. Erica and Scrappy.
I don't like this storyline.
Me neither, because it seems like they come out of nowhere. Like,
yeah, they're leaving out stuff, and I'm not feeling that.
Yeah. They just.
But what's going on with? Because I asked you off camera, like, what's going on with Mama D's role with KK saying such and such is talking about you? Was that baby mom talking about?
I really was okay. So
I know that the daughter wants them all to get together.
Okay, yeah. So basically, how this situation come back up again, they're bringing back the storyline they mentioned at the beginning, and which is like, it seemed like Erica Dixon and Scrappy and Bambi are not on the same level. Apparently, they're not on the same level when it comes to co-parenting, because we see early in the episode, Scrappy are playing basketball with the little girl with their daughter Money.
Okay.
And they playing, they shooting. They didn't have to show that baby miss that shot though.
She didn't make none of it, and they can't use
she
no foot.
She made it. She made the one after that, but they didn't have to do that baby like that. But anyway, they playing, and she talking about Money turning 14. Like I said, it's a big age difference between his kids. Like, this is only his second child, and his first child 14. That's a big age difference. She's turning 14. And so she's like, well, Dad, at my party, I want to have a good time. I want it to be a whole family affair. Like, I want you there. I want Mommy there. And I want Bambi there. Like, I want everybody to be there. I want everybody to get along. I want everything to be copacetic. And Scrappy like, man, right now, me and Eric can't really see eye to eye. But again, they're still not telling us why or where this came from or anything like that. You just said that they're not seeing eye to eye on the co-parent tip. But if his little girl want it, that's what he's going to do.
I think that, if I may, I don't know what's going on for sure, but I think that based off what Scrap said and what happens a lot of time in the community is that Lil Scrappy has to get over that child support thing. I feel like a lot of males feel some type of way when they're paying such a large amount of money, and they also feel like they're spending time with their children, and like how he's spending quality time with her now, but he's also paying child support. I feel like there's a lot of resentment to the mother. Like, why are you doing this to me and everything? I've seen it happen so many times in, like, regular that I feel like that may possibly be going on right now. Of course, probably some more things, but I think that he mentioned that earlier, like, I pay you the money and that's it. You kind of remember that the episode.
Oh, yeah.
But because clearly I don't think that she's trying to get back with him. So I just feel like
she was pregnant with twins.
I just feel like that resentment of, and I feel like people, I don't know, it's a touchy subject, but I don't know. It's a touchy subject. I really can't go into deep because I'm not in that position. Kind of some of the spice, I can't really speak on things that.
Right.
I
We did talk
completely
a lot of things about kids this episode and what belongs where, which is a prevalent problem in the black community. So, I mean, it's good that they talked about it and show different aspects of how people navigate themselves through these situations.
My nosy stuff just wish they would give us more so we can
yeah,
get more
like,
about
so we can understand.
so we
It
can
just
get more.
seemed like it come out of left field. Like, we've never heard, like, last time we even heard about Erica Dixon, everything was on the up and up. And it's like, we haven't heard nothing in the blog. I mean, not to say that means something's wrong. Not that it's not wrong because we hear in the blog, but, like, you hear no slander. You hear nobody talking about anything, like, so it's just weird. And, like, I guess I can see where Scrappy coming from. Like, he's upset. He's still on child support. But it's your kid. Like, she as a mother, like, needs to make sure that you are going to pay on time when she needs stuff for this 14-year-old girl. Like, she's 14. Like, they are very expensive. Like, she got a whole heap of stuff she got to pay for, probably even more than when she was a baby. You got school clothes. She's turning into a young woman, so now you got tampons, pads you got to buy, clothes you got to get every week. They growing, like, it's all this stuff, so it's just like she need to make sure this stuff at the time. She can't go by this trust system that she used to have anymore, especially now that he's married. He got a kid, he got another kid he got to pay for. So I can get what he's saying, like, you taking money in my pockets to help my other child, to help you, because you want, I guess he kind of felt she be petty, but at the same time, she's like, sir, you can choose whether you want to pay for Breland's baby pampers or you want to pay for your money schooling anytime you want. And I don't have no guarantee that you gonna pay me on time, like when we need stuff for our money. So like I said, like, I can't really speak on it because, like, they're not giving us, like, to go off of, but that's just kind of like what we're speculating.
Some of the Carly, they're not
hard.
giving us completely. I was watching the Carly with a friend of mine. It was kind of like assuming, like, is she getting beat? That's all we assume because they're not giving us.
Really give us enough stuff.
I was like, that's what we think. That's what we think.
It's too much. Like, it's not really making sense. But anyway, so then we go, after they have to talk with Money and Scrappy, we see Erica at her baby shower. It was really pretty.
Yes, it was.
She looked gorgeous. I love the Kentucky Derby theme with all the women having the big nice church hats and stuff. Like, that was cute. And then there at the party, you know, Money brought it to her mama that she, at her birthday party, you know, her mom was saying, I'm sorry, you know, I haven't been able, like, to really focus on you as much as I want to with everything with the babies going on, but thank you, you know, being a trooper, you know, I'm trying to give you the best birthday that you want, everything like that. And her daughter's like, oh, mama, I understand. Like, I just want to make sure that everybody's there and, like, we all get along and there's no mess or drama. And Mignon and Erica.
Don't do it like that.
I don't know how she say the girl name. This lady's name, not girl. She's a grown woman. I'm sorry. That lady name, I don't know how to say it. Mignon. That's what it looked like to me. You know, she like, they trying like, you want everybody to act civilized. And really, Erica Dixon seems to be unbothered. Like, she seems unfazed about Scrappy. Like, she hasn't said no type of issues in her way. But also, she could just be acting nice for the cameras. Because last time she kind of went off on Scrappy, it kind of didn't put her in the best light the last time she was on the show. So maybe she's really not trying to, maybe she's not saying too much this time because she won't be looking crazy. Is the only thing I could guess. And so, yeah, but Erica is seeing unbothered. She was like, okay, well, I mean, I got a problem being in the same space as them. Like, ain't no issue on my part. So then we get to KK's book sign. Apparently, KK done wrote a book, y'all.
Yes,
low
KK.
Key, I kind of want to read it because I feel like it's going to be juicy. And
about the
low-key,
mob.
Right, I'm trying to find out about this black people mob.
Right, she gave us a little sneak peek
right,
at that
she
thing.
Talking about her kids going to jail. I want to know about the tea.
Right.
Tell her, do you know me? I said, oh, okay, good KK. I don't know you. Let us know. And so while they're at the event, you know, Mama D is talking to Karen, and she's like, yeah, you know, and Monty want everybody to come to that, but it's just hard for me to be copacetic with Cece because we thought things were good
I
with
thought
her.
things were good with Cece. I think that's what confused me.
But I guess not, child, because what they were saying, what she was saying, who was talking, she was saying Cece has been going behind her back and talking about her to the grandkids. I guess she mean E-Money.
I was about to say, who was the baby?
Like,
the baby.
Breland can't talk, so I guess she means it's her granddaughter.
That's messy. Cece talking to Imani about Mama D.
Yeah, and so she was like, you talking about me to my grandkids, and I don't appreciate that. Like, I thought we squashed everything, but you bring stuff back up because you trying to drag me in front of my grandkids. And she was like, I don't really like that. And Karen was just like, well, you know, the longer you and Cece be at odds, the more going to be issues between you and your grandkids. So, like, you kind of just need to fix that situation up or whatever. And Karen was trying to give her the best advice she could give for Karen King. So yeah, but that was what was going on with that. So
okay,
and apparently something go down at Imani's birthday party next week because we got tidbits of that in the trailers. But we'll talk about the trailers later. But I don't know. That whole situation with Erica, this storyline is just, I don't know, because they're not giving me enough information to go off of. It's kind of like they're teasing things and assuming things and showing certain things, but it's like they're not giving us the whole story, so it's kind of hard to see if this is made up or where are they going with this.
Excuse me. I don't know why they're getting this much time. None of them are main cast members.
Pretty much. That's how I'm looking.
None of them. But I guess they're OGs. Out of respect.
True. You know, Scrappy got to get his coin. He got no baby, so he got to make this money.
True.
So, anyway, I guess we can hop to, Shekinah. And
can we just wrap up Jock, too? Because Jock came late.
Oh, he did. I forgot about that. I forgot completely about that scene. Okay. So, also at KK party, we got Carly running into Jock. So
Jock is me. I'm always late. I be like, is it over? I can still catch a few hugs or something.
They know. You know, it is what it is. I mean, me and Jeff I show late to stuff too. Me and Jeff both show to events late, but
Carly was kind of like, yeah, basically.
Yeah. Basically. So Jock pulled up to the book signing, and this is the part where KK's like reading the book out loud.
Juicy.
And she talking. And so Jock is outside, and Carly like he's asking is it over. She like basically like I don't know, but I gotta be home on time. You know she's so rushed about this.
How did Jock know about the tea though? Well, like how did he know?
You know, or Rashida probably told
That's
her.
all. Like I can't stand
Yeah.
Rashida. Oh, I can't stand her. That's like my least favorite cast member this season.
Right, Rashida and Kurt can both go. But anyway. He run to her and he like, well, I know you got your little curfew, whatever, to get to. Whatever.
Don't play about that.
And she's like, well, whatever. And he's like, well, I just want to talk to you. Like, why you all in my business? And why you telling this to Cena? And why you in my stuff like this? And Carly's like, what? Like, I don't even know really what you're talking about. Like, people be coming up to me telling me stuff about you, and I'm like, I don't care. Which is true now.
That's how Shekinah even presented it.
Carly didn't even, because Carly didn't even ask nobody about it. If it was folks keep coming up to me, and I didn't even tell all that to your baby mama or whatever, so I'm not even trying to blow up your spot because I don't even really care like that no more. And Josh's like, well, you just disrespectful, and you shouldn't be doing all this stuff or whatever. And Carly was like, boy, I ain't got time to hear this. I got to get home to my man. And she walked off.
She was done.
But anyway, that's it on the whole Jock and
I do want to talk about Carly's relationship with Scrap DeLeon. How did you feel about her not wanting to take a picture with the ex and promote or just what did you think about that?
I get it, but
same. I kind of get it.
I get it. Like you don't want to show disrespect to nobody, especially when your man's not there. And people can misconstrue things and make things seem like what they're not. Right. And then it's like, oh, but I got this picture and this looks like proof. And you're like, well, that's not what happened.
Especially with Scrap. Anytime he's with somebody, it kind of seems like he's back with them.
Right.
So I definitely was with Carly. I feel like people with Carly's history, sometimes she don't get the best.
Yeah,
people can't understand it because it's Carly. It's Carly.
Right,
why she doing the most? Why she doing this?
But
But when you think about it, that's how it should be. That's how it should be done. Like, I don't think she was rude when they was.
No, she wasn't.
They was calling her weird, but
yeah, but it's just
I don't think she spoke.
I think when people like I said, I don't know if this is Carly really changing or is this like part of this character she's making this season. I really don't know. It's hard to know with Carly. I don't know if this is fake or real, but like, if it's true, like when you are changing and you run back into people that you used to know when you used to be your old self, and you being who you are now, they'll be like, oh, you acting different. Oh, you acting weird. And it's just like, no, I'm not acting like who you were used to me being. I'm just not that person anymore. I've changed and evolved to a different person than you are used to seeing me. So because you're not seeing me as a person that you used to know, now you're taking that energy and you're thinking that I am being weird, but I'm honestly just being who I am in my present moment. And I kind of felt like that was going on because Carla didn't seem weird to me. Like, she was like, hey, like, she was there. He's like, what's up? What's going on? She's like, I'm glad to see you out of jail. And he was like, thank you for coming to see me. You was one of the only people that was really coming to support me or whatever when I was in jail. You did come see me. And she was like, yeah, that's what it was. And it was like, oh, congratulations on your guest. She's like, thanks. And like I said, like, I don't know why she kept checking her watch or whatever. That's what I'm saying. Like, some of those seem like acting things to me, because it's just like, yeah, like, I know your man said you was on a curfew, but you ain't gotta act like you studying the clock, like, so observantly. Like, that's just weird. But, like, that's the only thing that she did to me that was weird, was how she just kept, like, checking the clock. But, like, her actual talking to them didn't seem weird to me. She was just kind of like, I don't know how long she had been. Like I said, we didn't see what time they got there, how long the event was. So we don't know. Carla could have been there for hours and just not talking to them. We don't know.
Right.
But it could be getting close to her time for her to leave. So I don't know. But to me, the situation didn't really seem all that. Like, they was just like, hey, this was it. Saz was like, oh, what's up, Carly? And Rashida was talking. Because at first, Carly wasn't even going to go. She was like, I just don't want things to be taken the wrong way. And her, that's what God and man Joe, Mo, they're in like a weird place, and she's just like, I don't want to. Basically, she don't want to add no fuel to the fire.
Right.
She was like, we already got enough going on with this, and I'm still holding out for us to work out. So like, I really don't want to add nothing to this. It's gonna even look like disrespect, seem like disrespect. Like, I don't even want no parts of it. So that's why she was just like, I'm gonna come support KK. I'm gonna smile, take a couple of pictures, and I'm gonna leave, try to deuces. And I mean, I don't even blame him for that. Like, do what you gotta do and leave. Like, what's the point of lollygagging around and stuff? Like, I felt on that. Nice. I didn't say nothing wrong with it. Nice. What do you think?
I loved it. I think that does the support product supporting KK as cast members on the shows and just in general in Atlanta. That's what I love about Atlanta, is that people support others. So her stepping out of her way to be there for her really stood out to me, because the more relevant people that you have at your event, the more exposure it gets. So having Carly Red there, it definitely helps KK, because KK is kind of a name, but I'm pretty sure once you see Carly and then like, oh, Carly's there in the blogs.
And Rashida was there, so
she was in the blogs, so it's kind of like, so that support, it just, I like things like that.
Yeah, but it seems straight to me. Do you have another team with Carly?
Not that I recall. I'm ready for the Shekinah joint.
Oh,
see
yeah,
your thoughts on Spice and the
Oh,
mothers,
yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, so let's hop back to Shekinah. So Shekinah meet up with Sierra and Spice at some wine place in Atlanta. And they're drinking, and Shekinah's like going over, what happened at the event. And that's what Sierra lets us know, that she didn't come to the event. She never showed up to the event that she was supposed to with Scrap, because, she kind of just feeling things out with Scrap, but she low-key is still trying to feel things out with BK.
BK, but later on, did you see that?
Girl, we'll get to that.
BK.
We'll get to that.
The cuss.
You know what? We'll get to that later. And Spice and them is sitting down, they talking or whatever, and Shekinah's like, yeah, like, she had a baby by the dude I used to mess with, but we weren't even messing with the dude at the same time. She was like, I was messing with the dude, and then she started messing with, I broke up with him, we broke up, and she started messing with him, and then she ended up getting pregnant by him. And she was like, all of a sudden, she's coming at me to my event with some rah-rah, and I'm like, you need to be taking care of that baby that you had with the man. And Spice started taking it for like, no, you don't talk about the kids. You don't talk about the kids. Like, you don't talk about the kids or whatever. Shekinah, I'm not talking about her kids. I'm just saying, instead of starting stuff with me, she needs to be at home. Or is she in the studio? Or she need to be in the studio. Or she need to be at home with a kid. Or why are you coming over here about information with me? And I don't have nothing to do with that. But I guess it won't come out, because then Spice started yelling, like, you're not a mother, you can't say, you can't da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and going into Shekinah, girl, you know what I've been through, you don't know what I've done in my life, you can't say what I cannot say, what I'm supposed to say, so you know what, on that, I'm finna go. And Spice like, well, we can't be friends if I can't tell you the truth, if I can't tell you that you're wrong, we can't be friends. Shekinah like, I don't need you telling me all this or whatever, because I'm not wrong, and she walk out. And Sierra like, Spice, like, I understand where you're coming from, but I also get where she's kind of coming from. And like, I think we can fix this. Like, instead of this just leaving like this. So Sierra go and she like, talk to her as a mother. Talk to her as a mother. She like, yeah. So she brings Shekinah back, and they start talking about everything, and that's when Shekinah, she's like, I had 2 abortions, so I have been pregnant, and I knew that I couldn't afford to take care of these kids, so I got rid of them. And she was very open and frank about it. I didn't like how they try to like tie this moment to the whole abortion laws in Georgia. I feel like this is serious. I mean, not that this not the conversation that was having was not serious, but I don't think it was that serious to like tie that into it. Like, I feel like that should be like its own piece, like its own moment. If you're gonna speak on something of that importance, it just kind of got muddled and a little messy for me. That message was getting mixed up into this conversation. If that makes sense to me. But they're talking, and I'm just like, one, I don't think she kind of was wrong. Like, I don't feel like that's talking about nobody's kids. Like, I also don't have kids, but I know people that I know, and I've told them so. Like, girl, you need to be home with your kids. Like, they weren't like, oh, listen, you talking about my kids. Like, no, I'm not saying anything bad about your kids. I'm not saying anything. Somebody, people, like, if you mention the word kids, like, all of a sudden you talking about somebody's kids. Like, no, like, it would be different if she kind of said, you need to go take care of your bald-headed baby. Like, that's talking about somebody's child, or that's speaking upon somebody's child. I don't feel like saying, instead of you being over here, I feel like really all she's saying in that sentence is, instead of doing things that are not productive to you and your family, you need to spend this time that's unproductive to funnel it into something productive with your kids. That's all I feel like she was saying.
I think that it was definitely some editing going on. I think that she did say some things and some editing went on with it. I think that that's the perspective. Just because I've just been learning reality television, it's just like the norm now. I definitely feel like she said something.
I don't feel like she really said something about her kids. The only reason why I say that is because Akbar V is the type of person, she would have kept saying what she kind of said about her kids. Like, Akbar V is the type of person, I definitely feel like she would have been like, she said this about my kid, you call my kid this, you call my kid, you said that. I feel like if it was like an edited thing, like you're saying, and she did say something about the kids, somebody, you would have it where Akbar was like, even on social media, I feel like after the episode aired, Akbar would be like, no, she lying. She kind of said this about my child. She said this about my child, and that didn't happen. So that's the only reason why I don't think it's an edited thing, and I don't feel like she kind of really said something about her kids, and she kind of really strike me as the type of person to really speak on about the kids in that way. To me,
I think that the problem as well is that even if she didn't say anything about that, is what Spice was trying to get into, and hopefully I can explain it similar to the perspective that I think Sierra and Spice is looking at, is that excuse me, is that single mothers, I feel like the males, I don't want to bag on Scrappy, but they don't get to go away just like that, because we have our single fathers that do it. But I think that with the fathers, they do their own things. And what Spice was just trying to get together is that y'all don't need to be putting down a single mother. Like, with the kids, leave that out of it. If you're going to talk about it, talk about her, but not the parenthood of it, because it's a struggle and you don't know the experience of it, because people never really talk about all the stuff that guys do when they have kids. Like, why this guy's doing this messy joint when he got kids, and nobody really talk about.
I think people do, though.
I feel like they do, but also because all of this is kind of like based off of what's popular and not. But I think that she just wanted like no kids at all because of that, potentially. Like, because she can relate to the single motherhood, and she don't know what she's going through and all that. She just wanted like completely none.
I get what Spice come from too, but I feel like what makes a difference is that Spice, I kind of feel like a situation, like, I feel like maybe what she kind of said triggered her into going to that aspect. I don't think she kind of was attacking single motherhood, because I don't know if y'all guys know, but Spice has 2 kids in Jamaica, and they live with her mother and them in Jamaica while she's making her money here. But what I'm saying is that makes it different to me than Akbar V. Spice is actually putting in work to support her kids. We see her working. We see her going into the studio. Spice is not in America making unnecessary drama with people and not producing for her kids. Same thing with Sierra, because Sierra was like, it was a time where she had her kid and her mom, her child had lived with her mom for a period of time till she got back on her feet. Again, these are 2 women who have been productively hustling and working to the point where they could support their kids. Like Sierra has her kids now, and she has her business or whether that's flourishing or whatever. I think what the difference is that we don't see that same type of hustle or get go from Akbar V.
I see her in the studio every episode though.
We see her in the studio, but we don't see anything from her. And I feel like what makes it, like I said again, what makes a difference is that Sierra and Spice aren't out here in these Instagram streets. They're not acting a fool for likes and Instagram fame. Like, they're actually putting in work to make stuff for their kids. And I'm saying that she's not doing work. I'm saying she's just not putting enough effort into that as she's doing this other stuff. Like, you're online licking cucumbers and stuff, and now you're starting unnecessary beef with Masika. Like, you go out your way to start beef with people. And it's like, at first it's like, okay, I thought it was a character on the show, but now you're doing the same antics in real life, and it's like, all we ever see about you in the media is you starting beef with other people or fighting with these other people. Like, we don't see any fruits from her work. Like, you see Spice in them and you see the fruits of their work that they're putting in. Or like I know that Sierra does the microblading thing, and that's what's making her money. Like, I don't see Sierra yelling and cussing out people for no reason on the internet. And that's why I feel like what Shakana was saying, I don't think that she was attacking single motherhood, because like she said, she knows people in her own life that grew up single mothers, or she said she has a godchild that she, because some people, they might not have kids, but they help raise a whole lot of kids because it takes a village. So I think Shakana realized that as being a person to help somebody in the village help raise a child. So that's what I'm saying. I don't really think Shakana was coming at her on no, single motherhood type of thing. I think she was just saying in this particular situation, like, girl, you keep coming out here stirring drama with different people when you should be productive to your kids. This whole time we've only seen her kids this whole season one time, and every other time we see her, what is it? It's mess. Like, that's what I feel like Shakana was saying. I don't feel like she was trying to attack the girl's motherhood by saying that, because I feel like what she's saying is true, because that's all we've seen from Akbar V. Like, I can only judge you by your actions. And that's what I keep seeing from her. So it's just like, and you, again, still, she don't have her kids. So, and she said herself that she gave up her kids. So I don't feel like Shakana is attacking her motherhood. It's not like she said, oh, you a bad mother, or you're not doing nothing for your kids. She's just saying, instead of you getting into all this mess and drama with me and Masika and all these other people, focus on what's going to be fruitful for you. Because ever since we seen Candy give out her house, have we seen her do any more work around the house? Have we seen her do anything else to prosper and make things for her kids? No. That's all I'm saying. And that's why I kind of felt like Shakana was coming from. It's like, just be productive and have fruits for your kids. Like, don't be out here. Because I feel like Akbar V messing herself up. I really feel like she probably could have been something by now. Because what I done heard, she don't sound that bad. I just feel like her mouth and her antics is what messing up her career, and her not getting to the point where she want to be at. Alright, so let's go on to Sierra BK. So Sierra, like we said, she owns the building now where the glam shop is at, and now that she owns it, she is renovating the place to, it has her salon, which is what any good business owner would do. So she's saying that, she really ain't be talking to Scrap like that or whatever, because she really don't really know where things with her and BK stand. But I'm like, how you know what they stand? This man literally called you a bee, he called you a slime. He said you was disgusting, like...
People love that passion.
That ain't passion? No, it's disrespectful. And she's like, and she ain't really been talking to BK either because she still don't know where they at. So while she decorating, who shows up but BK in this little windbreaker, child? He show up in his windbreaker and it's like, oh, Sierra, like, I heard you talking to some other dude, but like, you know, ain't nobody else for you but me. And he's saying all these sweet nothings. And Sierra is falling for hook, line, and sinker. Like, she looking like such a bird in this scene to me, cause she's like, you know.
I love Sierra.
Okay, wait. You messed up one more time. He messed up one time, and what? See, you said that last time.
I love her.
Like, it's different this time because you cheated too. Like, both of y'all both deserve each other because y'all both some birds. Like, I'm not, because she admits that she kept the dog on purpose and that she really was just talking to Scrap that made BK jealous. I said, girl, if you don't go, you doing all this. He not coming in. He not coming in. We over with. And then I just cannot respect that level of disrespect for nobody to take him back that easily. Like, he did nothing to, I mean, I feel like the best apology is change behavior. If there's no change behavior, then I'm not finna just allow you to come back in my life like that. Like, you have to show me that things gonna be different. Like, this man literally the last week called you slime. What he called you? He called you B. He calling you disrespectful. You talking about you dirty, you disgusting, all this stuff, and going off on you in front of your door to the point where, like, security had to break y'all up. What kind of toxic mess is this? This toxic relationship. And it's a mess. I said, I can't deal. I'm not here for it. I don't really like BK or Sierra. But like I said, it don't listen like that together based upon her Instagram. So I feel like this is just a TV relationship anyway. But what do you think?
I love Sierra.
I do love Sierra though.
Right, so it was good TV to me. Like, I love her. And she talked about the dog. He cussed her butt.
Oh yeah, he did. She was like, you messed up one more time. He was like, ain't no be going one more time. She hanging out on him.
I love that.
Oh,
a guilty pleasure for that soap opera TV.
Yeah, I was like,
I'm guilty.
Whatever. I low key was I only wanted to see what her and Scrap would be like in a relationship though. What you think that would be like?
Mona's still like.
Hopefully so. I mean, I didn't want her to be with Scrap. He a dog too, just like BK. Like, I ain't really in the middle of this show no good, but
Scrappy is now.
Little Scrappy. He done changed over time. You know, he done got a little bit better, but you know, he is better. I will give him that. He is the only one I've seen change behavior out of, so I can't give Little Scrappy that. But I look kind of want to see like what that dynamic was gonna be like.
Look at you.
For real, because see, Sierra does not strike me as crazy, and all the other women that we seen Scrap with are crazy. Like, we've always seen him with crazy women. Carly crazy, Tierra crazy, Tommy crazy. Who else he was with? Moniece, for sure crazy. And where's she at? And she back with AD. Girl, okay, wait till the whole Hollywood. It get hot. Oh, Mona got the tea real up, baby. Woo, we talk about pulling fans together. We gonna get another B2K12 again.
We're gonna talk about that show too.
Girl, I can't wait to see that. Yes, we is, because they spicing it up, honey. This too much. And now she back with AD. Girl, it's too much going on.
Mona always do her thing.
She sure do, baby. Because this got me looking like, okay, what a trailer for Hollywood finna drop.
Ready.
This look like it's gonna be good based upon these blogs. But anyway, I would like to see him with somebody who really on a ish like Sierra. Like, she's like, we never seen Sierra act crazy. Like, anytime she like gets upset or like, I feel like she always has a reason. Like, she don't be like just snapping on people like for no reason. And I would like to see Scrap with that type of person. But also, I can also see Sierra not want to be with a man who ain't got a job and just got out of prison. So I kind of feel like she a little bit above that now. But who am I to say? Because she do like the hood niggas. So, you know, It is what it is. But talking about Scrap, I guess he out of luck with Sierra. We did get a cute little scene with him and his kids. They talking at the park. King and so is the baby named King? Cause ain't Scrap last name King? His mama.
Oh, the W
I, is it? These fake names, child.
You know you can't get
Ain't
the
no
mob too
name.
much.
Ain't no telling.
Ain't get the mob too much.
Ain't no telling what these people real names are. But I just thought about it. I'm like, wait, his name King. But her mama last name King. Anyway, I'm thinking about it too hard. Then he got other little baby. I can't even think of what that little baby name was. I'm like, Scrap got another baby, but what I know. King looked just like Tierra.
Yes.
He looked just like his mama. I see a smidge of Scrap in there, but the way he talk, the way his face is all his mama.
It is.
And they're talking, and he's saying, I liked that moment. I like seeing black dads with their kids and spending time with their kids. I feel like we need that as much as possible in the media to beat down that stereotype that, dads want to be there for their kids. Because Scrap really do seem like he do love his kids, want to be there for his children. And they're talking, and he like, because Tierra got all the other kids in the house. I'm just saying she do. She just had a baby by the other man. The man she was married to. So King finna start coming living with Scrap, and he's like, I just want to make sure that I can find me a good lucrative job so I can keep providing for my kids, because I just want to, keep it one. He say that him and Tierra had a conversation, and they strictly co-parenting now is what he says. So we'll see if that's true in the future. And he's talking to his kids like, yeah, I'm ready to live with daddy. The other little boy, I guess he has a different baby mama, because he said he didn't talk to his mother yet about that son coming to live with him. But King is coming to live with Scrap, and I hope we get more moments with them. What do you feel about that?
It was cute.
I think that's good, to show like black men spend time with their kids, and I hope that's a storyline we actually gonna focus on. I feel like that's something positive. You don't feel that?
I enjoyed when Monique and him was going at it earlier this season, but I guess balance.
Well, I don't think Monique is coming back, so.
Yeah, I need to see Scrap in that light again with Tierra one day, Monique the other day.
Okay, we always say that. I like seeing a different side of him. So, another child, their mama, Imani, looked like Erica. Imani, Scrappy and Erica's daughter, she looked just like Erica. She talked like her mama, everything. How she move her hands, it's all like her mama. I was like, that's cute. But I like seeing the fathers with their kids. I like that we got two scenes like that, of dads spending time with their kids and really being there for them. I think that's, like I said, more than we get dads, the better. Yeah, and then did I miss something at the KK event when they were talking? We had the Scrappy and Carly scene, and then Mama D and Karen was talking. Was there any other things that happened?
Akbar V and Spice in the studio.
Oh yeah, we had a nice mature moment for once. I forgot about that. So after Spice had a conversation with Shekinah, she was like, you know what? I misread Shekinah's situation because I didn't know Shekinah had went through those things, with having a kid. And maybe I misread Akbar V, and, she's a mother too. And maybe I should look at it from that tip before, coming at her. So she come up to the studio, and Akbar, girl, get rid of this auto-tune. Girl, you don't need that. I'm not being a big fan of your music, but at least the other stuff, it was decent that I heard. Girl, you don't need the auto-tune. Take that out. We don't need that. But she in the studio again, like we always see her. And Spice kind of talked to her, and she I don't even think she really apologized. She was mostly coming from a mother tip, and was just like, I heard about the thing that happened with Shekinah, and I was trying to explain to her, she's not a mother, and I probably, like I said, she told her straight up, like, I gave up my kids to their fathers, and two of her kids, and one of her kids lived with an auntie or something like that, because she was like, because I knew that I couldn't take care of them, or I wasn't in the headspace to take care of them, or whatever, and her response was, and she was like, well, I get that, because my kids are back at home in Jamaica, my mom is raising them, whatever, but also, we also see Spice spending time with her kids. I ain't never really seen Akbar spend time with her kids like that, on the internet, anyway. But she, she came from that tip, and Spice was like, I heard some of your music, and I think, that you're dope, and, Akbar, I gotta come with you one line or something. You ain't finna jump on no table, is you? And she was like, no, I ain't finna jump on no table, and, they was had a grown moment for once. Akbar V showed some maturity, and went acting a fool, and they kind of reconciled, really, without really saying sorry for anything. But, I mean, they both didn't really need to say sorry for anything. But yeah, I thought it was cool. What'd you think?
I loved it. I loved the maturity on Akbar V, on Spice and I don't know about this track, but
right. We'll see. We'll see. But I mean, the Akbar Tokyo situation, that song came out.
Oh really? I gotta check it out.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I actually like Tokyo's music. You know what I'm saying? Like the people in Hollywood, they music when it come out, it sounds good. But like I said, these people already had music out before the show came out. Like we already knew Tokyo had could rap or whatever, have a good song. But Spice, we already know she had good songs. But I was saying for hearing both of them together. Oh, even when Tommy came out, her stuff was good. So most part, that music sound decent to me. It ain't something I listen to all the time, but that music cute. R&B, her stuff is alright. But I liked this scene. I like this when I can see black women acting mature and really just talking about things in life. So I liked it. Yeah, that was the episode. Final thoughts?
Next week looks good.
Next week looks lit. Okay, we got daughters coming in. Daughters ready to square up with one another. I'm like, oh my god. Look at
What's Cardi doing crying? You saw
girl, Cardi been crying every episode this season, girl. Girl, if you don't go.
Pooh was in shock.
Shock. I'm just proud. We glad we get to see Carla's child.
Yeah, she looks good.
We ain't never seen her daughter. I mean, like I said, we been knew her daughter was grown. And like I said, Pooh's daughter grown also. So now these are children. But
Rashida's messy.
She looking mad messy for this one. I got to see the whole episode to tell for sure. But from the previews, it's already looking messy. Because she did mention that in this episode. She mentioned that to Mama Dean.
What she said?
She talked about Rashida already putting the seeds for next week. Talking about her mama being down in Houston, taking care of Houston Press. I didn't think that it had even happened. Oh, it did happen last season. They did open it. I forgot about that. So her mom apparently has been down in Houston managing Press, and she hasn't been in Atlanta. So that's why we hadn't seen Miss Shirley in a minute. Okay. And so she yeah, mama will come back in town, and I want to do a thing for the mothers and the daughters. And we're going to have this, I guess it's a mother-daughter tea or something or whatever. And she told mama that she want her, and I think she said Jazz. I think that's what Scrappy's sister name is, if I remember from that one season she was on here. That she want Mama D and them to come, and she gonna try to invite everybody and their daughters to come to this tea. So we see that going on next preview. So that's why Carla's daughter coming to the picture and Pooh's daughter coming into the picture, and they already talking Carla's still saying this or whatever, and Pooh's saying this whatever, and Carla pulling out a lot of technical resorts. I'm like. Girl, what? And now Carla's daughter taking her shoes off, ready to fight. I don't know who she trying to fight. I guess Pooh's daughter. I don't know, but it's going to be the battle of the mothers and daughters next episode, baby. And that looked good, but Rashida looked messy because it looked like Rashida sent out this stuff and she ain't telling everybody who coming and who showing up. It would have looked like. But I'm interested to see how it's going to go down because this looks funny to me. Just based on the preview alone. Then we got Jock. Cause somebody who rarely gets upset. Apparently Jock get really upset. He throwing stuff, and we've never really seen that side of Jock. He normally when stuff get escalated or problems start happening, he's really cool under pressure. So to see him that upset, it looks very shocking to me. Cause he throwing things, he upset. So it just seems like an explosive episode next week, and I'm here for it.
I'll be tuning in.
I'll
be tuning in.
So, again, it's your girl, Lexi MUA. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, everybody. And share it with your friends if you like. So, also don't forget the thumbs up button. We like those. We appreciate it. And so, this is me, your girl, Lexi MUA, my boy.
Jeffrey Taylor from JeffreyShowLive.
And we out.